Hey guys, it's me, Thirstastic Mom. I just want to do a quick update for you guys, mostly with my mobile home and stuff. Y'all know I've been waiting around, waiting to get it fixed. Thought I'd do a quick little update for you guys and kind of tell you what's going on right now. We've been kind of busy. We got a lot going on this week, so don't know how much recording, videos I'm going to get done, but right now we just got a lot going on. Now, y'all know I said in my last video that I think I had told y'all, actually, I had been waiting for a certain construction company to work on my home, and they told me I had to wait till October the 5th because they were booked up about 4 people ahead of me. Well, of course, I don't know if I told you in my last video or not, but I messed up and he got done early, and he told me he might. He said, let's plan for it to be around October 5th. If I get done early with them, I'll give you a call and we'll go ahead and get started on it. Well, I had got my number changed on my phone, of course, and I just didn't even think about, sending him my new number. I give it to all my family and stuff that's in my contact list, but I don't know, I just didn't think about it because I knew I had to call him. He told me to call him the Friday before October 5th, and that's what I was set on, But I didn't send him my new number, so he tried to call me. He did get done early on his job, and he tried to call me, and he couldn't get a hold of me, so he went ahead and started another job, of course, like a big church or something. So when I called him that Friday, he was like, well, I've done started on another job because I couldn't get a hold of you. So he's like, I don't know when I'll be able to get to it now. So he actually set me up with his brother. Him and his brother both do the same thing, but like one of them does one side of town and one of them does the other side of town. Well, his brother actually said that he could do my work and he would start on it today, which is Monday. And he told me, he said, I want to come by. This was last week. He said, I want to come by like on Thursday and look at everything, see what I got to do, and talk to you about it, and then we'll start this Monday, which is today. And he never showed up. He didn't call or anything. So I called his brother, the one that was, supposed to do it to start with, and I said, do you know what's going on with your brother? Because he hasn't called me, and he's supposed to come today and look at my house. And so he said he was going to go by there and leave him a message. Well, then I still didn't get no answer or anything like that. Well, the brother that originally was supposed to do it called me that night, and he said, well, he didn't answer the door, so I left a note on his door that you called and whatever. So I didn't hear anything back. By then I done got frustrated. I'm like, no, this has just been carrying on too long, So, because it's been well over a month that I've been waiting on this one group of people to work on my home. And I done got fed up with it. And I'm like, if I don't hear anything from him within the next day or so, then they're not doing my work, because I'm tired of waiting. Because this happened back in July 20th. It's been 3 months. My insurance company don't want to pay for the pot out front anymore, so they got to come get that. And I'm like, we got to get this done. Now I'm starting to get frustrated because things ain't getting done. But anyway, I didn't hear anything from him, so I just called my uncle. My uncle lives about an hour away, and I didn't know if he'd want to come down and do it or not. So I said, I'm just going to have to call my uncle because, he's good at construction, and, maybe he'll come do it for me. So I called him, and he said, yeah, I'll come do it, but it'll be Wednesday or Thursday before I can get started on it. So he luckily he called me this morning and said he would be down here first thing Wednesday morning to start working on my trailer. So that's a good thing. Hopefully by Wednesday we'll start. So that's why we've been kind of busy this week, because we're going to have some construction going on, getting the house fixed back up. We are in the process of cleaning the mobile home. We live on a dirt road, so it gets pretty dirty from the back. I don't know if it comes off the trees and the dirt road or what, but the back of our mobile home gets really filthy, so we have to try to pressure wash it at least maybe once a year. So we're in the process of doing that this week. And anyway, the man finally called me Saturday evening. And, I felt bad for him because he told me he had been sick as a dog with a migraine. And I understand that. I talked to him and I was glad that he did call me. I hated that he did get sick, but, I'm like, we are getting to the point where we got to get this thing done. It's been 3 months and the insurance company is like, tired of paying for this pod out in the yard, and we got to get it done. So I called my uncle to go ahead and come down here and fix it, which I probably should have done in the beginning. But I said, we got to get this done. I'm sorry you was sick, but I didn't hear anything. He said he'd been real sick, and he actually hadn't even got to the phone until the day that he called me, because that's how bad sick he was. And I felt for him, I really did. And we had a good conversation. We was fine. He said if it didn't work out, my uncle to give him a call back and he would do it. But hopefully this Wednesday my uncle will be here and we'll get this thing done, because I'm beyond ready to get this house put back together, especially now that my son's living here too. And get his room fixed back up where he can get off the floor. He sleeps on our mattress on the floor, so I want to get all that done. So anyway, we wanted to go ahead and turn the pod in before the 20th, because that's when the month ends on our little lease thing we have with them. So we had to go buy a building, and we bought a big, like 10 by 6 by 8 or 10 by 8 or something. I don't know. It's a lot bigger than the other one we had, and we put all our stuff in it. So we was busy doing that. Yes, Sunday morning. Yeah, today's Monday morning. We was busy doing that Sunday. Oh, actually, we didn't even go to church because we needed Chris's help, and we needed to get it all done, and he had to go to work, so we got up early and done it. So we got all that done, got everything moved, add the pod, and into our new building. So then I called them this morning, bright and early, and I'm like, y'all can come get the pod out of the yard now, because it's empty and ready to go. So I'll be so glad when that pod gets out of my front door, where I can actually look out, see the road, see the mailbox, and all that good stuff. I just, I'm tired of looking at, every time you open the front door, that's all you can see is that pod sitting there. It's a big eyesore. But, hopefully that'll be gone. And we're doing pressure washing. I'm even pressure washing and cleaning out the back of my husband's truck, because a bunch of oil spilled all in the back of his truck. It was leaking. He keeps them big, like 5-gallon jugs of oil and stuff like that sitting around the back of his truck. And one of them was leaking. It just leaked oil, made a mess. So I'm going to go out there and scrub that and use my pressure washer on that and start working on the house and pressure washing the dirt off the house too. So that's pretty much what we got going on. And my husband's off on Tuesday, so we'll probably be working some on the trailer then. And I'm not sure what all we're gonna do then. But Wednesday I probably won't be doing much Wednesday. And then I won't be doing much, but my uncle will be here. See, I was initially planning on him being here Thursday, but he called me this morning and said he was going to be able to start at Wednesday, so that's good. So, I don't know. It might take him 2 or 3 days to fix it. I'm not sure yet. But I'll be so glad to get my house fixed back. I don't know. I seen yesterday I was moving our stuff into the new building. I saw my fall decor, and I'm like, man, I wish I could put my fall decor out. And I still might. If he gets the house done pretty quick, it's still just the middle of October. So I might put it out from, like end of this weekend or first of next week, whenever I get to it, till Thanksgiving at least, I don't know yet. But anyway, that's pretty much just an update on me, what's been going on around here in this house. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, my sister's getting married this weekend. That's on Saturday, so I'll have to go down to my hometown to her wedding. And my sister's a lot younger than me. She's in her 20s. I'm 44 and she's like 27, 26, somewhere around in there. So she's a lot younger than I am. So I'll be going to that this weekend for sure. But anyway, that's pretty much my update. I haven't even had time to make any more pocket letters or anything because we've just been busy around the house pretty much. So like I say, you might not see a whole lot of me this week. I'm not sure. I might be able to squeeze in some footage of them working on the house or how things are going or whatever, you know. I did decide not to paint. I don't know if I told y'all that. I've decided not to paint my kitchen and living room. Unless my uncle comes down here and he's like, you need to paint it, then I will. But right now, I'm saying I'm not going to paint the kitchen and living room. I'm just going to let him slap that molding back up in the living room and fix my piece of carpet. And that's it. That's all that's going to be done in that room. And then just let him fix the rest of the stuff in the other room. Because I just don't want to paint. So I gotta go. I gotta go out and start working on this house and the truck and doing some pressure washing. So if y'all like my little update, y'all give me a big thumbs up and leave me some comments below and subscribe to me if you're not subscribed. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.